Hello everyone, so today we'll be changing the rear caliper pad pin. So this is a common stuff which gets worn during the use. So currently my bike is, I have no idea actually what's the mileage of it, but it's roughly 30k kilometers. So I've just recently changed my brake pads and everything what you see in here, and also rebuild the caliper itself. The only problem was that I forgot to change, or basically I didn't think about it. I didn't change this pin. This pin is quite worn. It's not. It's still not in banana shape, but it's actually quite near to that. So since whenever I change anything on this bike, I usually use one simple principle. That is, do not use an upgrade, but if there is a need to change a bolt, I don't know, other part or whatever, so I usually just upgrade those parts. That means, for example, I needed to change this brake pad, sorry, this caliper pin. So instead of using a steel one, I've chosen a race bolt from UK to titanium pad. So titanium pin. So it's not exactly an upgrade in weight savings, or basically just does not do anything. Well, I might win like 20 grams or 30 grams, but since this is a bike which weighs quite a lot, it's 170 kilos as it stands right now. It's been upgraded with some stuff. So it's not actually an upgrade. It's basically just to use this as a peace of mind. So I chose this one, race bolts. So they really have a very good public opinion. They really have a nice name to them and so on, and they're it's a quite known company. So usually when you're upgrading your bolts or nuts to titanium, it's usually the company to go. So, and it's also nice that they're still making these pins or bolts or even nuts for FZ6, which is quite an old bike. It's like this one is 2005, so it's 15 years old, so it's quite nice. So let's open it up. Well, you can immediately feel that this is a quality stuff. So it's shiny. It looks nice anyway, but yeah, it's done quite nice. You can immediately feel the weight, that it's basically weightless. So I will show you a quick guide how to change these. It's very simple. It's basically a straightforward. So let's put it here. So what we will need, we'll need to unscrew this thing. It's quite simple. Let's do like this. It's basically just a few turns and it's out. Okay. By the way, as you can see, it was quite worn by previous owner, I guess. So yeah, it's not me. I'm definitely not my trouble. And then we have it in this pin inside. So for that one, we will need to take a torque wrench. Yeah, I use a torque wrench a lot because I tend to be a bit meticulous about my bike. So I don't know. It's just my fetish, let's call it like this. So it's usually hand tight, so it's quite easy to remove it. Just don't drop the pads when you're removing them. It's very easy to drop them, and then you would have some problems with aligning it back. So just take notice of it, because when you remove the pin, they just drop out and you will have to redo it again. So we have this out already. As you can see, this one is quite worn. I don't know if it's seen in videos, but it looks a bit like a banana because we have a lot of worn surfaces in here, and it's definitely it's heavier, but you know, this is not actually a race bike, so a few grams here or a few grams there, they just don't make any of difference. But still, it's nice to have a small upgrade. Let's see them. So we have two of them here. I'm not actually going to weigh them or anything of that kind, because, well, it's pointless. It's just several grams. It's basically don't eat that pizza before riding, and you'll basically be winning some weight. So it's just like that. So let's put it in here. Again, you don't need to put any of oil, lubes, or anything like that in there. It's just leave it as it is. If you're changing them to steel ones, then yes, you need some oil in it just to keep it from rusting. But if it's titanium, just leave it as it is. Again, I don't know exactly the torque specs. I mean, I don't remember it, but it's usually hand tight. So let's see what I'm setting. So I have 7 Newton meters. So let's see if it's okay. And just like that. Okay, we're done. We're done with that. Just let's put this one back on. Almost forgot. For this part, it's usually beneficial to use some of bolt or nut glue. I don't know how you call it exactly, but don't use it a lot. It's just a small drop of it, and it's more than enough. Let's try this one. Come on. I know you're still in there. Off you go. Come on. Oppa. Here we go. And that's about it. See, that's not a lot. And here we go. Yeah, I have a shaky hands. Sorry for that. Again, this is a hand tight. Nothing else to do. Done. Just remove any extra in here, and we are good to go. It's a nice upgrade, or I don't know if it's an upgrade. Actually, it's a, let's say it's not a downgrade, but at least it looks better. And well, this is worn, and it's usually sticky. So if you have a sticky rear brake, I suggest you either polish this one if it's not too worn, or you can just swap it to a bit better one with some weight savings and so on. So yep, that's about it. So thank you for watching, and see you later.